Hi everyone, my name's Hazel and I'm an author and a PhD student, and today I'm really excited about this. I'm going to be trying out some stuff from Kaleidos Cosmetics. So I usually do like 2 writing videos and then a makeup video, but this makeup arrived the other day and I was so excited when I opened it and saw it in person for the first time. I really think, first of all, I would say everything on the website is true to colour in the pictures you see, but I would say that the pictures don't do it justice, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, it looks the same in real life, but just so much better, so much more amazing. When they arrived, I just kind of stared at them and was like, wow, they're beautiful. So if you don't know, Kaleidos Cosmetics have just recently released a new collection called the Fresh Fantasy collection. Within the collection, I believe, were 2 eyeshadow palettes. The small ones they've done before, which are like part of the, I think, the Futurism eyeshadow collection as well. They also released like a lip gloss, 3 contour face palettes, as well as a hair bow and like a small suitcase. I don't really understand why they released a suitcase, but yeah. So because I'm not made of money, the only things I ordered out of the collection were the things I was the most excited about, which were the 2 eyeshadow palettes. So this one is Lunar Lavender and this one is Sashimi City. I did think about ordering the lip gloss from the collection, and don't get me wrong, I did think it was pretty, but I don't think I would really wear it after the video. Like, I don't have loads of money, so I don't want to just be buying things for the sake of a video. I want to be buying things I will use again after the video. I don't just want to buy it for the video. I'm not rich. And even if I was rich, I wouldn't want to do that anyway, you know? So instead I got one of the other liquid lipsticks, which is in the shade Immersion. And from the tube component thing, it looks like a browny purple kind of colour. I don't know. And then I wanted to try this for ages, so I really like, she's called Julia. Her last name begins with an M. I don't know how to pronounce it though, and I don't want to insult her by saying it wrong, so I'll just leave her channel down below. But she really loves Kaleidos Cosmetics and she talks all the time about their highlighters, so I got the Ray Rider highlighter. So the Ray Rider highlighter is just this really, oh, I don't know if you can see it, it's like just a basic shimmery highlighter. They have loads of other highlighters, like a blue shift highlighter, a green one, but like I was like, realistically, this is probably the only one I would wear. Now as for the palettes, this is the Sashimi City one. I have to deal with a mirror, it won't really bend back. So it's definitely more of a neutral palette, but these 2 shimmers in here just look really exciting. So it's kind of looking brown right now, but I'm trying to tilt it in the mirror in front of me. It kind of looks pink. It kind of shifts between brown and pink. It's a colour called Pink Ginger. It looks so pretty. It looks really, really interesting. I am the kind of person who buys the neutral palettes with a pop of colour in them, because that's what I usually do on my eyes. Like, I know what kind of makeup I like, so I'm really excited to try this one. But this is not the one we will be using today. We will be using the Lunar Lavender one. So I know purple eyeshadows are really hard to formulate, and I have actually already used this once because I was kind of nervous in case there was a lot of fallout from purple eyeshadows, because that's happened to me before. Like, I haven't tried loads of purple eyeshadows, but I do have the ABH Norvina palette, the rectangular one, the original one. And there is a bit of a fallout with the purple, however I feel like with ABH mattes they do tend to be on the more powdery side anyway. But because of that, I already tried this. Oh my god. It's beautiful. And just before we get onto the makeup part of it, the packaging for these eyeshadow palettes. I'm gonna film like just a little short thing of opening the palette and putting it back in, because no word of a lie, to me anyway, it's one of the most satisfying things I've seen in a long time for packaging. So I did graphic design in high school, and like part of our coursework towards the end that would go towards our GCSE was about designing packaging, and I wasn't very good at it, I'm not gonna lie, in terms of the nets. Like what went on the packaging I was fine at, but like the net and how it would come together, I was terrible at. But these, the boxes for these, oh my god, like it's really satisfying. So I have done the rest of my face, so I've done foundation, concealer, setting powder, blusher, I've had lip balm on, I've done my eyebrows. So first things first, we are going to use the Ray Rider highlighter. So I'm just going to take my highlighting brush. It's a really pretty shade. I would hope most people would suit it. I'm really not sure, to be honest. But the only thing I am worried about is it does seem pretty robust when it's closed. It seems like it won't break, but I feel like when I open it, feels a little flimsy, but I think it's just because I'm paranoid about breaking stuff. I'm autistic. I'm not that clumsy. The clumsiest I get is falling down the stairs, and I don't usually carry makeup up and down the stairs. Like, as soon as it's in my room, it stays in my room, unless, you know, I'm going on holiday, going to a friend's for the night and need makeup for the morning after. Like, once it's here, it generally doesn't leave my room. So let's just go in. It looks like it's gonna really be blinding because I don't want to put all those. Let's just try a small amount here first. Let's try a bit more. I don't think that was enough. I just get so paranoid about doing makeup on camera, but I am enjoying it. I do kind of find it therapeutic. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks really pretty. I really like this. Okay, that's good. Let's try the other side. Oh, I like this. I'm liking this a lot. Okay, so now moving on to the palette. So like I said, I have already used the lavender one. I haven't used this one yet, but we're going to be using this one in today's look. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch the Sashimi City one for you all. Okay, so these are all the swatches. This one is the first one in the palette and the two shimmers. So there's like a yellowy kind of, it's like a yellowy white, kind of orangey. It's kind of hard to describe. I'm not really sure. And then also this one is the pink ginger that kind of goes from pink to brown. Does it look like pink ginger as in the food? Not really. Not the pink ginger I've seen anyway. Then this one's like a salmony colour. Then we have another brown. So we have like, this is more like a cool brown. This is slightly more warm toned. Then we have like, where is it? This like orangey light brown. Kind of another salmony colour again, but it's really pretty. I'm really excited to use it. I'm gonna use it tomorrow. I'll just put like a note to let you know if it performs the same way as the other one, because the lavender one was beautiful. Okay, and now for the lavender one, just the packaging of these, not just the boxes, but the out packaging of the component itself, the palette. I don't know the correct words, but it's really beautiful. So I'll swatch these ones again and then we will move on to the actual eye look. Okay, so here are the swatches for the Lunar Lavender palette. All of these shades kind of all perform the same. So the two shimmers, which are absolutely beautiful. So there's this one's like a purpley one, and this is like a blue to purple one. But out of the mattes, this light purple it's the only one I went over twice. I know you didn't see me do the swatches, but the rest of them, it was like one dip in the pan, straight down, I don't know. But the purple one, the light purple one, like the lilac-y one, that needed two to get it like the same like payoff, which isn't really a problem, and I know purples are harder to formulate because I'm an expert obviously, but yeah, I just thought I'd tell you. But this dark purple is absolutely beautiful, and I'm not actually going to use the two brown shades in a look today. Like in the other one, this first one, the lighter one, is on the more cooler side, and this one, I feel like it's more on the neutral side to be honest, but it is a really beautiful palette. I really like it, even if that lighter purple colour doesn't have quite the same payoff as the darker one, but I still think it's a beautiful colour. So I just quickly went ahead and set my eyes, put down like a base with the white colour out of the Kaleidos Cosmetics Latte 2 palette, just because there isn't like a super light shade in here to do that. So first things first, I think I'm just going to go straight in with the dark purple shade in the palette. And oh god, it's so pigmented, like you only need the teeniest, tiniest amount on your brush. So I'm just going to concentrate on the outer corner of my eye. And whilst I'm doing this, let me just explain that I have uneven eyelids. This one is a double eyelid, the other one is a full crease and a half a crease. There's nothing much I can do about it, but it does sometimes make my eyeshadow look a little bit wonky. So yeah. It just, I'm not sure the right words to describe it, I'll be honest, but it just feels so nice. Like, it's so lightweight. Even though it's purple, you can see there's no fallout under my eyes yet. When I tried it the other day, there was a little bit. I think it's because I took too much on the brush. It was my fault. So I'm just trying to blend it nicely into that white eyeshadow base I put down, and now I'm going to take this lighter purple colour and kind of try and blend it out on the edges. I think I didn't do this the other day, so I'm going to be brave and try it now. And if it ends up looking terribly, I'll get some concealer and cover it up. Honestly, this light purple seems to show up better when you put it on top of the other purple. When you just put it on bare skin, it doesn't really seem to like showing up, but it's kind of like creeping on top of this other purple. But it's kind of showing up more. So this is what the matte looks like at the minute. So now I'm just gonna, on my finger, just because I think these shimmers seem to apply better with my finger. When I did it the other day, I used the flat side of my brush, but I think it'll be better just with my finger. So I'm gonna take the bright purpley blue colour. In person it looks purple, but when I'm looking in the camera, it kind of looks blue, yeah. It's like a blue to purple shift. Is that iridescent? No, I don't think iridescent is the right word for this. I'm just going to take a little bit on my ring finger, and I don't want to go to the inner corner, but just the inner half of my eye. Just gently pat it. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Because I'm using my finger, obviously it's not so accurate. So they've got some underneath my eye, but that's fine, we can fix that. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay. So then on my little finger, I'm going to take the light purple shimmery colour and put that actually on the inner corner of my eye. Okay, my finger was too inaccurate for that area of my eye, so now I'm gonna go with a brush. Maybe I should wet my brush. Okay, so I just wet my brush a bit and I'm just gonna... Is this picking up better now it's wet? Anytime I've tried to use an eyeshadow wet, it's always like got this weird texture on it after the eyeshadow dries. So yeah, let's try this now. Okay, yeah, it's picking up a lot better than without the wetness on there. Without the wetness on there, with the brush being dry. You can't tell I'm an author because of how bad my spoken English language skill is. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, that's looking really nice. I'm just going to try and clean up on the bottom of my blender. That's what I did my foundation with. This will be a bit left on. But the thing which I find shimmers so much harder to clean up with because they just get everywhere. So now taking the flat side of my brush again, I'm going to go into that purple matte shade and just go underneath my eye. Wow. It's just so nice. Like I said, I don't know the words to describe the formula, but it's just amazing. So I'm just going to pop some mascara on the eye because I don't feel like an eye look looks completed until you have mascara on. It just kind of looks a bit weird. Okay, so this is one finished eye. I think it looks absolutely amazing, especially, oh my gosh, I didn't use it the other day, but this darker purpley bluey shimmer is just absolutely beautiful. So I haven't used the browns in this palette yet, so I don't know how well they perform, but if they perform as good as the purples do, well, at least the dark purple anyway, I'm gonna be so excited. Like, I'm thinking about getting rid of my Norvina palette just because I don't feel like I'm getting as much use out of it. I've got a lot more palettes I want to use, so I don't think it's a bad palette by any means. And kind of the only reason I'm keeping it is because prior to this, I didn't have any purples in any of my eyeshadow palettes. I don't think, no. Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, I think that's right. Those are the only purples I own in that Norvina palette. So I didn't want to get rid of it, but now I have this, I'm like, why would I keep it? Like, I don't like it that much, so yeah. And I think I really prefer the formula in this one to that palette. So I'm going to finish off my other eye off camera and then we will move on to the lips. Okay, so this is the finished eye look. It's so pretty and I've tried my best to make my eyes even. I think they're even-ish. It's just hard when you have different shaped eyelids. There's only so much you can do about it. So the final thing, I'm going to go in with the lip tonic in the shade Immersion. So I had already tried the eyeshadow palette, so I hadn't tried the highlighter yet and I haven't tried this. So yeah, so it's like a purpley mauvey colour. Should we put it on my hand? Let's see. Ooh, okay, so it's kind of like a sheer, I'm pretty sure it was a liquid lipstick. Or have I read that wrong? I've just made it up in my head. It looks kind of sheer, like you can build it up, it's building up on my hand. So yeah, it's like a purpley, browny, mauve kind of colour. So I'm just gonna put it on my lips and see what it looks like. Okay, I just checked, it definitely is a liquid lipstick. Put it feels feels really comfortable. I don't usually like them that much because I don't find them that comfortable, but I was gonna go with another layer because it's very sheer. You can kind of still see my lip colour under it, so I'm just gonna go in with like another light layer on top. Okay, wow, that looks... So first of all, it goes with my eyes. I don't have to change it. I was worried like, oh, let's just try it, even if it doesn't go with my eye look. But first of all, it really goes with it. And it came off my hand super easy. I just wiped it with this dry cloth. It came off super easily. It feels really comfortable. Like, it is dry. It is kind of on the matte side slightly. But it feels so comfortable. Like, usually, even by this point, even when I've had a liquid lipstick on for like 3 minutes, it starts to dry and get uncomfortable. I just don't like it. The only liquid lipsticks that I find really comfortable that I've tried, and I've tried quite a few, are the Kaleidos Cosmetics ones and the ABH liquid lipsticks. I quite like both of those. But wow, this feels so nice. I'm astounded. I am pleasantly surprised. So I'm just going to do some setting spray and sort out my hair, and then we will be back to do like an overview of the full products. Okay, we are done. I'm just kind of wearing the same hairstyle every single time I do a video because I got my fringe put back in on my birthday. So I haven't been to the hairdressers in nearly a year. It had grown out, I wanted it put back in, but it was my fault. I told them where to cut it and it ended up just being a bit too short, so it's a bit annoying. I don't really suit it right now, so I'm just gonna try and fix it in some sort of way. So overall, I absolutely loved everything I tried. This highlighter, beautiful. The only thing I'm concerned about is the packaging because it seems flimsy to me, but that's just because I'm clumsy. The eyeshadow palettes, I absolutely love the Lunar Lavender one. I'm going to try this one out tomorrow. I'm not going to film it, but I'll just put like a note in if it performs the same way as this one. And the liquid lipstick, I don't feel like that's the right name for it. I feel this is more like a lip stain, to be honest, because when I ordered it I was like, oh, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine. But then when I got the shipping notification to say it was on its way, I was like, oh, should I have cancelled my order and just reordered the palettes and the highlighter and cancelled this? Because I'd kind of realised by that point, because you ordered them on pre-order, so everything in your order was going to come when these released. But I'm really, really happy I didn't cancel it because this is beautiful. It still feels really comfortable. Like, it took me 10 minutes to try and work out what to do with my hair. Just because it's being so awkward, I feel like my forehead looks absolutely massive. Maybe it's just me because I usually wear glasses. Like, I literally cannot see at the minute. What I'm seeing in the viewfinder is kind of blurry because I need glasses. But yeah, I don't feel like liquid lipstick is the right name for this. I would say a lip stain that kind of looks like a liquid lipstick when you put it on. Oh, it's very weird. Oh, it's very weird. I think maybe the reason it is so comfortable is because it's a lot thinner. Like with liquid lipsticks, they tend to be quite thick when you put them on. But this is really thin. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. I can kind of see it even though I don't have my glasses on. But so last summer, so 2019 summer, I went on holiday to Spain and a mosquito bit me, which is, you know, a normal thing in a country like Spain. I'm not complaining about that. However, it happened in the middle of the night and it bit me on the lip here. And I didn't wake up until the morning when I usually did wake up, and this part of my lip was swollen. Wasn't very fun. And the swelling went down pretty quickly when I put some ice on it, but I've been left with like this little mark on my lip and you can even see it through this. So it's not very thick at all, even with 2 layers. But I think that's what makes it more comfortable. Like, it's still, there's none coming off on my finger, it's still staying on. I really like this. I think it's like 4 other colours. I need to go and order the rest of them. This is the thing I'm weirdly happiest with out of the things I've ordered. I'd say this and the Lunar Lavender palette are my favourite. I love the highlighter, and I will update you on the other palette. So that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you all next time. Bye!